A very warm welcome to all the masters watching this session today. We are back with our new session in the 21 days Spiritual Science Doctor Retreat. And today we have a wonderful speaker, Dr. Sunil Kumar Dalal. Dr. Sunil Kumar Dalal is an Ayurveda MD who is presently working at the post of Assistant Professor in the Department of Ras Shastra and Bhaishajya Kalpana at National College of Ayurveda, Barwala, Hisar, Haryana. He is one of the teachers of all the doctors of National College of Ayurveda, Hisar, who are the part of 21 days spiritual science doctor retreat. He is a wonderful teacher who always encourages students into Ayurveda and meditation. He has keen interest in preparation of different herbal formulations that can help the humankind. Along with this, he is a voracious reader of spirituality and Ayurveda. He is a cricket player and has won several international awards in his career. He is also a member of the Ayurveda Society of India.
हम्म, हम्म, एक मिनट. हम्म.
Today, also, he will make us aware about the book Aghora 3, The Law of Karma by Robert E. Swabodha. So, I would request Dr. Sunil Kumar to come and present his book. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Urja, for such a beautiful, nice introduction about me. Hello, everyone. Namaste to all national and international viewers of PMC channel. I welcome you all for today's session on the book Aghora 3, The Law of Karma. Before switch on to our topic, I just want to share something about me. Actually, I am a postgraduate in Ayurveda and my specialization is in the field of herbal and Ayurvedic medicine. I have a good hand in the treatment of skin diseases, abdominal disorders, infertility. Now, I would like to discuss my spiritual journey first before starting about the book. I already had inclination towards spirituality from my childhood, but on and off, spiritual science and spirituality always attracted me a lot. But if I have to tell the specific time or incidents that had totally transformed was when me and my wife, Dr. Pavitra, met Dr. Sangeeta Nehra in the year, I think, 2017 at Barwala in National College of Ayurveda. There, Madam spent her 2 to 3 days with students and share her spiritual knowledge. But I can't say shared her spiritual knowledge. I must say showered his spiritual knowledge on students and as well as on us also. We had discussed many spiritual topics during that time. At that time, Madam was doing post graduation in Dravaguna and studying her drug effect on HIV patients. Madam often visited our institution for her research purpose, which was on HIV patients. During that time, we have interaction with her and we discuss the law of karma, Ayurveda, and many more topics. So HIV patient used to meditate and meditation along with the medicine had shown significant positive results on their immunity. So we got inclined towards meditation, and like this, my spiritual journey started. And till today, there is no looking back, and I'm learning new aspects of spirituality every day. Spirituality opened new dimensions of treatment for me. Being from the field of Ayurveda, I had studied many topics like how universe is formed, Panch Mahabhut, Panch Tanmatra, Prakriti, Avyakt, Mahan, Ahankar, Paramatma, Atma, Manas, etc. But during my study period, I was not knowing the depth of these topics. But now I can understand these topics with more clarity and in depth. Then I understood the disease like Kusht, Prameha, diabetes, skin disease in depth, which may occur due to Puru Janam Papkrit. what bad karmas we performed in our past life and the resultant we are facing in the present life. Later, I had visited the Bangalore spiritual pyramid valley, Rishikesh, Kashi, and many more places and met so many spiritual masters. I am very grateful to Dr. Sangeeta Nehra ma'am and Brahmrisi Patriji for being my mentors, for showing me this lovely, great, beautiful, and prosperous path of spirituality. Now, I would like to start the today's book, that is Aghora 3, The Law of Karma. Can I share my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir, you may share your screen.
Actually, I am not getting the option. Hello.
Sir, click on share screen button, sir. Green color share screen is there, no, sir?
Ah,
From
yes,
that.
yes, yes. Now it is showing.
Hmm.
Okay. Are you getting the screen? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
we are getting. You can continue, sir.
Okay. So let's start the book Aghora 3, The Law of Karma. I feel that what introduction I can give about the author. If person has thoughts like Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, what else is left for his introduction? Actually, Dr. Robert Soboda is really a gem, a very kind, humble, and spiritual person. This image I got from his website, where we can get in detailed introduction about him, his books, and courses. Dr. Robert Soboda is the first Westerner ever to graduate from a college of Ayurveda and licensed to practice in India. During and after his formal Ayurvedic training, he was tutored in Ayurveda, Yoga, Jyotish Tantra, and other formals of classical Indian lore by his mentor and Aghori Vimlananda. He is the author of 12 books, including Prakriti, Your Ayurvedic Constitution, and Aghora series, which discuss his experiences with his mentor during the year 1975 to 1983. Dr. Soboda was born in Texas in 1953, and in 1972 he earned a BS degree from the University of Oklahoma in chemistry with a minor in French. In June 1973, he moved to India where he lived from 1973 to 1980. And in 1982 to 86, he received his Bachelor of Ayurveda Medicine and Surgery Ayurvedacharya degree from the University of Pune. In his final year of study at the Tilak Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, he won the University of Pune awards for academic excellence in Ayurveda, including the Ram Narayan Sharma Gold Medal. The Aghori Vimlananda also owned thoroughbred race horses, and Dr. Soboda served as his authorized racing agent at the Royal Western Indian Turf Club in Bombay and Pune between 1975 and 1985. He later served as adjunct faculty at the Ayurvedic Institute in New Mexico and at Bastyr University in Canmore, Washington. In the year 1986, Dr. Soboda has traveled extensively, spending 3 months per year on average in India. He often speaks on Ayurveda, Jyotish Tantra, and allied subjects in local across the world. So these are the books written by Dr. Soboda. Aghora 1 at the left hand of God, Aghora 2, Kundalini, Aghora 3, the law of karma. This book we will discuss today, and Ayurveda, life, health, and longevity, and book Prakriti, your Ayurvedic constitution, and Ayurveda for women. Then the next book is The Greatness of Saturn, Vastu, and the Hidden Secrets of Ayurveda. So before switch on to the part 3 of Agora, the law of karma, just I want to give a brief description about the part 1 and part 2. The part 1 at the left hand of God, it features the teachings of Dr. Sobodha mentor, the Aghori Vimlananda, and it is written almost entirely in Vimlananda's own words. It presents events from his life, tenets of his philosophy, and highlights from his spiritual practices. It is designed partly to shock and partly to comfort, but wholly as an offering to his beloved Agora. In a, is a picture of a man who was a riddle wrapped up in an enigma. This book is published in English, French, Italian, Spanish, and Russian, and also available as an ebook on Kindle. Then Aghora 2, the book Kundalini. This, in this book, the Dr. Sobodha's mentor, the Aghori Vimlananda, focusing on Kundalini, the transformative power of the enlightened self. Kundalini, the root from which all spiritual experiences sprout, has remained secret for so long because it cannot be explained, only experienced. This book recounts how Vimlananda introduced Dr. Sobodha to Kundalini and took him step by step through the practice used to awaken her. It examines mantras, yantras, tantric practices, and shows how normally mundane things like music, food, and even the noise of trains rumbling down tracks can be turned to one's spiritual benefit. This book is also published in English, Italian, and Russian. Then the third book, The Law of Karma. This we will discuss today. In this book, Dr. Sobodha featured the mentor, the Aghora Vimlananda, takes a look at the karma, any action you perform while identifying yourself as the performer of that action. And it also explains his concept and uses the backdrop of the Bombay racecourse as a potent metaphor for the ultimate game of life, where destinies and fortunes are for or lost at the finishing line. This book is also published in English, Italian, and Russian. So the index of this book and the chapters are like Stony, second chapter Ellen, third chapter Teasers and Stallions, fourth one is Timir, Scarlet Ruby, The City of Delusion, Repay, Redstone, Prakriti Siddhi. I must say that everybody should go through this book. Actually, it is a treasure of spirituality and Agora. So, what the meaning of Agora and what this book says, it is according to Aghora Vimlananda, the mentor of Dr. Robert Sobodha. He tells the whole conclusion of this book in this line: it is always better to live with reality because otherwise, without fail, reality will come to live with you. So, this is the quotation by Aghora Vimlananda. And the same quotation with the almost same meaning is also explained in Bhagavad Gita like this: Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phalesu kadachana ma karma phal hetur bhurma te sango astva karmani. So this is the quotation from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, your karma, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action, that is phala. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the result of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duties. So this is the meaning of the shloka. I think Aghora Vimlananda says very apt in this book. Aghora means unagitated. It teaches aghoris to focus and intensify their cravings for reality until they learn how to transcend all the goals in the life. Here, the Dr. Soboda, he tells that I obtained my orientation towards reality from my mentor, the Aghori Vimlananda, who showed little regards for organized system of beliefs. I have never believed in religion. Religions are the limited because they concentrate only on one aspect of truth. That is why they are always fighting amongst one another because they all think they are in sole possession of the truth. But I say there is no end to the knowledge, so there is no use in terrifying to confine it to one scripture or one holy book or one experience. This is why I say when people ask what religion I follow, Dr. Soboda responded like that: I don't believe in Sampradaya, any section. I believe in Sampradaha, that is incineration, burn down everything which is getting in the way of your perception of truth. Aghoris accept with love everything that comes their way, knowing that whatever reality serves up is after all the meal that their karmas have created for them. The law of karma, which is the law of cause and effect, the law of as you sow, so shall you reap. The oldest of the Upanishad expressed it this way: truly one becomes good by good action and bad by bad action. This law is better known to most of us as Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The mandate of this succinctly complex law regulates the potentially limitless implications of every small act performed by every actor within the manifested universe, meteor, and organism alike. Ignorance of this law is no defense in the court of cause and effect. As Lord Krishna declares in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Karm is the Guru. Nay, it is the Supreme Lord. So this is the beautiful line from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that is, Karm is the Guru and it is the Supreme Lord. So this is the essence of this book. Every physical or mental action you performed and with which you identify yourself as the doer because a karma for you and produce a reaction which you will eventually have to experience. So in this line, the author wants to say that whenever we are doing any action, we should not attach ourselves or our ahankara with that action. If we attach our ahankara with that action, then the reaction we have to feel in the next janma or in this janma also. Like everyone else, a ghori or atheist, you consume at each moment of your life that portion of your karmic grain that has finally matured. Likewise, each of your self identified actions or reactions today shapes your future by seeding yet further reactions. Every individual being is a karmic slate of coming attractions and repulsions. The law of karma schedules its event to occur just in time, every time. In each cosmos, large and small, every interaction between two different universes of experiences creates its own karma, which duly propagates its own reaction. The more strongly you identify your karmas, more closely your experience will conform to the reaction they promise. Whatever God does is for the best. Hello, hello. Whatever God does is for the best. So this is a very beautiful tale by which the mentor Aghori Vimlananda wants to tell the essence of this book. Whatever God does is for the best. The simplification properly applied makes karma easier to work through it, as the Mughal Emperor Akbar discovered in the following possible apocryphal tale. So just listen this very beautiful tale. The Emperor Akbar was once developed a chronic non-healing sore on his left little finger. It became so severe that his physicians eventually decided the whole finger would have to be amputated. The idea of losing a part of his body made the emperor so upset that he sought a second opinion from his dear friend, confident, and advisor Raja Birbal. Birbal told to Akbar, if the doctors say, Akbar told to Birbal, here I am very religious man who makes all the proper donation at the proper time, and still God is taking away part of my body. What have I done wrong? Birbal replied, Your Majesty, whatever God does is for the best. This remark irritated Akbar to no end. He agreed to the operation but decided simultaneously to teach Birbal a lesson. His opportunity came some weeks later when the two of them went out for hunting with a few retainers, and on the way of jungle they come across a dry well. Akbar promptly commanded his men to deposit the astonished Birbal into it. When the emperor rode over his horse and bent over the well rim, Birbal shouted up at him, Why are you doing this? Akbar shouted down to his friend, Birbal, whatever God does is for the best. Then, to let Birbal stew for a bit, he rode off alone to a different part of the forest, thinking, Now we will see what God can do for him there. Birbal meanwhile sat in the well, cursing his fate and wondering what was going to happen to him next. All at once, Akbar was surrounded by a band of ruffians. Rowdy, a cruel and brutal fellow, this particular pack of thieves selected only rich people as their victim, first robbing them and then offering them as human sacrifices. The highwayman accordingly stripped Akbar for all his clothes and jewelries, and the bandit chief told him, Prepare yourself for death. Seeing his end approaching, Akbar began to feel Birbal's absence severely. Birbal had always been able to extract the emperor from otherwise hopeless situations. The gang leader, meanwhile, busily inspected Akbar as He did all his prospective victims to make sure that they carried no untoward sign. When he got down to Akbar's missing little finger, he shouted in dismay, "You are not whole. You are not fit to be offered to my goddess." The thug got disappointed and ordered Akbar to don his clothes and ornaments quickly and to depart thence. Being told that he was unfit to be offered hurt Akbar's feeling and infuriated his ruler's ego. He maintained his presence of mind. As he dressed, he thought to himself, Birbal was right. Had I not lost my little finger, I would have been dead today. He mounted his horse and rode directly back to the dry well and immediately ordered his waiting men to raise Birbal, who now was wondering why the emperor had changed his mind. Akbar began to apologize to Birbal and then told him, I was so upset with you. I was actus considering leaving you there to die, but did I ever learn my lesson? In truth, everything God does is for the best. The emperor now narrated the whole adventure to this amazed audience. Suddenly, Akbar furrowed his eyebrow and asked his friend, But now tell me, Birbal, if whatever God does is for the best, what good came of your being in the well? Birbal told him, Isn't it obvious? If I had not been in the well, I would have been captured with you, and after the bandit had rejected you, I would have been next in the line for sacrifice. And since I am not missing any part of my body, he would have sacrificed me. The Lord is truly marvelous, repeated Akbar distractedly, stroking his beard in wonder as they rode to the palace. So, this is the lesson in simplicity. Vimlananda made whatever God does is for the best the refrain for many of his adventures. For early in life, reality had shown him as it has shown to Akbar and Birbal how wise it is to cooperate with the universal flow. Vimlananda never rarely tried to force his will on the world. He did he usually lived to regret it. The mind loves to learn. In fact, the Sanskrit word for the mind is manas, what that which measures or compares, and the power by which manas measures is maya. In his opinion, when you try too hard to pin down a thing's detail, all you end up pinning down is its shadow and illusion, that is, its maya. So, whatever goes in our life, we should not interfere. So, that is the essence of this story. In this book, the Vimlananda also tells about the Sankhya that we study in Ayurveda also. According to Sankhya, Ahankar solidifies your individual identity. It also solidifies your attachment to your previous karmas and your current actions. All the actions you have performed and with which your ego self identified act as seed for karmic reactions, each of which will take its own time to mature and bear fruit. Ahankara plants its seeds in the ethereal nursery known as the Karan Sharira, that is, causal body. The karmic seeds which have collected in the causal body lie quiescent until it is time for them to sprout. Once they sprout, their course becomes predestined. As they mature, they produce fruit which filters down into your Sukshma Sharira, that is, astral body. Each karma includes your astral body, which is composed of your conscious, subconscious, and unconscious minds. to induce your sthul sharira, physical body, to put yourself into the proper place and time to enjoy the pleasant and unpleasant results of your past action. In general, your physical body reflects the effect of your past actions, while your astral body mirrors your present day's existence, and your causal body is your future. It determines how and where you will continue your evolution. There are four karmic actions. Although the cause and effect relationship is essentially an indivisible whole, we can, for easier comprehension, partition it into four categories. That is Sanchit Karm, Prarabdha, Kriyaman, and Agam Karm. What do we mean by Sanchit Karma? These are the heaped together karma, that is the sum of all past actions, known or unknown, that appears in your causal body nursery. Unknown actions include those performed in your past life. What do you mean by prarabdha? The prarabdha karma is that portion of sanchit karma which is ready to be experienced by an individual during this lifetime. The fruits which have ripened and are ready to be consumed. We should note that sanchit and prarabdha karma are, in a sense, destined or fated as the product of past actions that have matured. However, they are truly inevitable only to the extent that they are not modified by Kriyaman Karma or Agami Karma, that is, coming or arriving karmas. Agami Karma is our capacity to envision future actions. Kriyaman Karma is what we do at any moment with our capacity to will to create. You cannot destroy your past, but neither need you permit your past to manipulate you like a puppet, since you can alter your future by acting in your present. Kriyaman karma can also include agami karma, and Kriyaman karma and agami karma can together be termed vartaman, that is current karma. Each of these types can be arabdh, begun or undertaken, or unarabdh, not commenced or dormant karmas. A famous agricultural analogy to this system of karmic classification equates karma with rice. This makes sanchit karma the already grown rice that has been harvested and stored. Prarabdha karma is the small portion of that stored rice that has been removed from the storage, husked, and readied for cooking and eating. Kriyaman karma is the rice that is now being planted in the field to produce a future crop. So by this analogy, we can understand the karma, sanchit karma, prarabdha karma, and kriyaman karma with the help of the rice. The sanchit karma is the grown rice which has been harvested and stored, and the prarabdha karma, which is the small portion of that stored rice that has been removed from the storage and which is ready for cooking or eating. And kriyaman karma is the portion of rice that is now being planted in the field to produce a future crop. So with this, we can understand the four karmic categories. So in this slide, Vimlananda the mentor of Dr. Soboda, he tells that Tyag is the essence of sacrifice. According to Vimlananda's formula, the marm of dharma is Tyag. Okay, this is a very beautiful quotation. The marm of dharma is Tyag. So we must have to sacrifice our actions to our deity, because if we connect ourselves with the action and we are thinking that whatever action we are doing that is for ourselves, then the karma we have to experience. So that's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes tyag, which he defines as the renouncing of fruits of all one's activity as life's ultimate goal. He advises Arjuna to waive his attachment to all potential results of every karma and to focus on him and him only. Abandon all other duties and come to me alone for refuge. Be not sorrowful, for I shall give you liberation from all sins. Though there is no escape from karma in this world, you can free yourself from all other karmas by assigning the fruits of all your actions to Him. When you dedicate your actions to the Lord, they produce well being in all fields of activity. Just as watering the root of a tree nourishes each of its branches, your offering creates the rin that gives him the power to help you, to grant you his grace in return. In Vimlananda's words, a fair exchange is no robbery. So, this is the essence of the teachings of Dr. Robert Sobodha's mentor, Aghori Vimlananda, that is, a fair exchange is no robbery. So he tells that whatever the actions we perform, we should not attach those actions with our ahankara. We should offer all our actions to our deity, and we should not wait for the fruit. Whatever the God will give, He will give in return with good thing also. So in these pictures, I have tried to summarize the law of karma. So whatever actions we are doing, so in return it will give you the reaction. So cause and effect, the law of cause and effect applies here. And if we are performing any actions without considering ourselves as a doer in that action, then the reaction will be very less and we will move towards the liberation. So the conclusion of this book is the main quotation by the Gauri Vimlananda. It is always better to live with reality, because otherwise, without fail, the reality will come to live with you. So this is my most favorite quotation from the book The Gauri Vimlananda, The Law of Karma. So this book uh, tells the beautiful story of Akbar and Birbal. The simplicity of life is whatever the action we are doing, we just leave it for the God or our deity. Whatever God does is for the best. That is the essence of that story. And the law of karma, which is the law of cause and effect, As you sow, as you reap. So these are the conclusion. And as Lord Krishna declared in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, karma is the guru and it is the supreme Lord or it is the supreme power. So all our actions should be devoted to our supreme Lord, never attached to any action. So that is the conclusion of this book. So thank you. So
Thank
any
you so much.
questions?
Thank you so much, Dr. Sunil Kumar Dalal. Thank you for showering us with the knowledge of the book Aghora 3, along with a simple tale of Akbar and Birbal regarding the simplicity and also the four karmic categories. Thank you so much, sir, for showering us with such a beautiful book. And now, yes, it feels like that we should also read the book. And without wasting much of the time, now I would request Dr. Sangeeta Nehra to come and say her golden words. Ma'am, please.
Yes, thank you, Urja. Thank you, Sunil sir.
Thank
Wonderful
you, ma'am.
presentation about law of karma, and Dr. Robert Soboda has written very beautiful books like the At the Left Hand of God and Law of Karma, the three parts. So, because I loved when I was reading At the Left Hand of God. So in that book, he has also written that one thing: if you have any like jealous, or if you have any blockages in your mind, something, for example, I don't like anyone, or I jealous someone, or I feel anger about someone, so that that anger and that the wrong feeling, and Dr. Robert Soboda said that it is a disease, it is a blockages in your mind, that you are not a healthy person. So I liked these lines in the left hand of God. He has written, and I have read this book 8 years back when me and Patriji and many masters were in Egypt, and Patriji said that you must read this book. So after going through this book, I learned a lot, and about the law of karma also. And then I purchased these three volumes, the law of karma, and these three books are also wonderful, as you explained that the like the sanchit karma and the prarabdha karma, agami karma. So these karmas, like if for example, if I jealous someone, and again I'm doing the same, so I'm accumulating so many negative thinking about that person. So this is the one type of sanchit karma. I'm accumulating so many thoughts and so many my experiences about that person, and it becomes the propensity, like it is my chittavrati nirodha yoga. So many times in Gita, these lines we read, like the chittavrati nirodha yoga, like if we have the many propensities about someone, about jealous, about anger, about attachments, there are so many things we accumulate within us, and later on it becomes the sanchit, and then it becomes the same movement, the agami karma, and then we collect in our akashic record, and then in one incarnation we come and come with the prarabdha, the out of the, like you have given the example of the rice, we are collecting all the rice in the storehouse, and the little bit rice we take out from that storehouse. In the same way, the out of the many karmas, and we take out the some karmas, and that is the prarabdha, and in in each reincarnation we learn so many things. So we have to balance our karmas. One thing, and Patriji always said that the meditation or the spiritual science is equal to law of karma. So law of karma is equal to spiritual science. So this is the spiritual principle in front of us, that what we have to do, we have to aware about what we are thinking, what we are speaking, what we are in action. So I want to say some lines or some quotes of Bhatriji. So two quotes. The first quote is, the law of karma boils down to becoming a vegetarian immediately and at once. And if we have not yet become a vegetarian, it means we are not even standing at the portals of the kingdom of God. It means simple, that if we are killing animals, we are eating animals, so we are creating the lots of the karma. Lots of karma we are creating, because they are also the family members. Whether they have it's okay, they have not higher brain, but even though they are our family members, but we forget these lines, that they are our family members. We kill animals and we eat animals. So Patriji says that if you are not vegetarian, so you can't enter in the kingdom of God. And the second quote is like, the breath is the great gateway for the third eye activation. The third eye is synonymous with the essence of soul, and diseases are primarily because of prior negative karma. Until and unless the negative karma is neutralized, the disease will not vanish. Because sometimes we think that okay, we are giving the medicines and the disease will vanish. But Patri ji says that no doctor, no medicine. It means that we have to learn some lessons. Whenever we are doing wrong, so we have to learn the lessons. So, until and unless the negative karma is neutralized, the disease will not vanish. No medicine will be of any help. Materials cannot clear negative karma, because materials cannot clear negative karma. Whether we are taking medicine of Ayurveda or homeopathy or modern medicines we are taking, and still we are stuck up in mind, still we are stuck up at intelligent level. Okay, we can't change, because I am continuously having the jealous about some person. So the medicine cannot help, the doctor cannot help, the hospital cannot help, because we are not going to change within ourselves. So that's why the spiritual science is equal to law of karma. And no medicine will be of any help. Materials cannot cure negative karma. It is impossible. Only learned lessons can clear negative karma. So, how wonderfully Patriji explained so many lines about the law of karma. And one thing also I am remembering, that about the spiritual science, that Patriji explained the six principles of spiritual science. And out of the six principles, the first is Ahem Brahmasmi, and the second is the law of karma, the third is the reincarnation, because the cause and effect. So whatever we do, we have to uh, that get the effect of that. So that's why always he says that what you are thinking in your mind, what you are speaking, before speaking, you just think about it, what you are going to speak. You shut your mouth if you don't know how to speak. So like Patriji, always he was always in action. So wonderfully he explained so many things about the law of karma. And thank you, Sunil, and thank you, Urja. And uh, along with us, Dr. Pavitra is with us. And I want that Dr. Pavitra, because she is also uh, wife of Dr. Sunil, and she is also a like lecturer in that college. So I requested her that you share some experiences of meditation. Say a few lines. Over to you, Dr. Pavitra.
Uh, Good evening, all of you.
I'm very, very happy to join with all of you. And Dr. Sunil gave me this opportunity today to join. And thanks to Dr. Sangeeta Nehra that because of her only I came into spirituality and I got words to say today. So today's presentation was on Dr. Robert Soboda's Law of Karma. But I have a wonderful memory that first time Sangeeta ma'am only suggested to read books on spirituality to both of us. And we both read At the Left End of God because of madam's recommendation. And we had such a wonderful time reading. We both were reading. Like one time, Dr. Sunil was reading and I was listening, and next day I was reading and he was listening. And with all those things, our married life, our social life, everything got changed. Every decision of ours was means affected by the spirituality. Every decision, our like how to cope up with illness, how to cope up with bitter relationships, how to cope up with the end of life decisions. Everything was changed. So I came in meditation in 2017, and I can say that this thing is never going to end. This thing is never going to end. And whoever comes to meet me, I will only suggest to meditate. Means if that person is saying that I am facing that kind of problems or I am facing health issues, then I will say, see, you only can solve your problems. I can't solve your problems. And you only can understand, sir, what is going bad with you. And means I'm very happy to see all my students, all my colleagues and all to see that they are joining here and they are coming into spirituality, and this world is changing. Means I'm nothing in front of them, I can say. See, Dr. This Monica Gangas, Urja Sachdeva, they presented such wonderfully that I feel like, oh my god, these are the future. These are the future of spirituality. So all thanks goes to Sangeeta ma'am for providing such a platform, and Brahmashi Patreji for providing such a wisdom to all of us. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And it was a wonderful time that today we have you with us in this session. Thank you so much, ma'am. And also a sincere thanks to Sangeeta ma'am for telling us the thing which is need of the hour, that law of karma works when we are non-vegetarian, when we indulge in non-vegetarianism. And on the behalf of whole PMC family, I request to each and everyone, be a meditator and be a vegetarian to avoid your law of karma. That is our book of the day. So the conclusion I have made is to avoid the law of karma is be a meditator and be a vegetarianism. Thank you so much, everyone. And now I would request Dr. Khyati to tell us the introductory part of the swag anthem. Please, ma'am.
Namo Namo, all the masters. First of all, thank you so much, Sunil sir, for such a beautiful book. It's really beautiful. I can't explain my gratitude towards you because it's such beautiful topic, law of karma. Never experienced that so deeply in so depth. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dr. Pavitra, for sharing your experience here. It's really nice to listen to you. Now, I will like to introduce you all to the swag movement. What is swag movement? It's Save Water and Go Green. It is a global initiative taken up by Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, whose mission is to improve the environmental quality and condition of our Mother Earth by partnering with community and group leaders and aspiring environmentalists to work together to create a clean and green planet to live for ourselves and our future generations. So save water and go green. If you want to be a swag warrior, please email us at parinita@pssmglobal.org, parinita@pssmglobal.org to participate in this great endeavor. Along with this, PSSM has also announced a swag anthem music composing contest in which you will have to compose and voice an energy-filled catchy number for swag anthem in English. This theme of the song should resonate with the respecting and conserving our mother nature and pledging towards save water and go green. Please send us your entries to pssm.swag@gmail.com. This contest has already been started from 1st December 2020 and will be ending on 31st December 2020. So please send us your entries, and the winner will be announced on 10th January 2021. Winner will get a surprise gift along with the winning certificate signed by Brahmarishi Pitamaha Patriji itself. And the winning song will be taken up for the further swag activities. Thank you so much. Now I would like to ask Sumit sir to please play Patri sir's message regarding the swag moment.
Our PH system has started a new program called as SWAG. It means save water and go green. S for save, W for water, G for go, and another G for green. Save water and go green, my dear friends. We should not waste water. We should always be very, very careful in conserving our water resources. Let us not waste a drop of water. Every drop of water should be utilized properly. Every drop of water should be used for in the best possible way. If you are wasting water, then you are contributing to the poverty of the nation. If you are conserving water, every drop of water, you are conserving the nature and you are making the nature prosper. We have to conserve water. Whenever you are seeing an open tap, please close it. Let not the water go waste. This is called as save water. And then go green. Plant trees. Everybody should plant trees. That is the most important activity for a man, for a human being, to plant trees. We want a very green planet, not a dry planet. And for plants, water is required. If there is no water, there is no greenery, there are no plants. These are the two important activities for a human being. You have to save water and you must see that everything is green. We must plant trees. While we are enjoying the trees planted by others, we should also plant trees. Everybody is forgetting this point and they are not planting trees at all. Why can't you plant trees? Why are you not aware of that fact that you must plant trees every day? And always every minute you must be aware of wasting water, and you must never waste water. Water is a very, very precious commodity. It is a divine commodity. And if you plant a tree, plant a seed, sow a seed, you are making it green. So, this is the movement called as swag. It means save water and go green. I like everybody to say save water, and go green. Please repeat. Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Swag. What is swag? Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Again. Save water and go green. Like this. Save water and go green. How many points? 2 points. What are the 2 points? Save water and go green. How many points? 2 points. What are those points? Save water and go green. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you so much, Sumit sir and Khyati ma'am, for telling us regarding the swag movement. And now I would request each and everyone for the meditation session. Let us all be together and meditate for 5 minutes. Please close your eyes, join your hands, and cross your legs. We will meditate for the 5 minutes. And also, the people who are wearing specs, please remove that and keep it aside. Just close your eyes and gently feel your breath, the breath coming inside and going outside. Just feel the positivity coming into your body, and the negativity, let the negativity be discharged. Let us all burn our bad karmas with the meditation. Just feel the positivity around you. If any thoughts are coming to your mind, escape them and come back to your breath. Just inhale gently and exhale. Be connected with your breath. Your breath is your best master, the best teacher that can teach you, that can heal you, that can fill you with confidence, positivity, and everything. Stay connected with your breath. Keep your mind cool and calm. If any thoughts are coming to your mind, skip them and come back to your breath. Feel the breath. Be with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Be relaxed and gently connect to your breath. Your breath is your everything. Your breath is your teacher, your friend. Be with it and feel the positivity coming inside you. Last 1 minute. Feel your breath. This is the thing you need. Inhale and exhale and burn all your bad karmas with this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't open your eyes. Gently rub your palms and keep it on your eyes and gently remove the hands from your eyes. Feel how wonderful experience it was. And I request to all of you, be a meditator and be a vegetarian. Love your plants, love your animals, love one family in which we live. Let's make a new planet. With this message, I, Urja Sachdeva, signing off from India. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.